Yes, people, we're back. It's Culture Club. It's Friday though today. Feels weird. I feel like it's a Thursday because we normally do it on Thursday, but it's great to be back for Culture Club. We did have something special planned, didn't we, Abs? But
We
unfortunately, we're
did.
going to have to schedule that for another week. Abs, tell them what we had planned and what is to come for them.
We were going to be getting John Charles on to talk about his artwork, weren't we? And like the exhibitions that he's doing. He's doing an exhibition in Dubai now. So we were going to have
Woo!
him on to talk about it, but we're going to rearrange and he'll be on soon, hopefully.
Dubai, oh, moving up in
Yeah.
the world. I thought you was a jet setter, oh, but Dubai taking things to another level.
I know that's big. Like I don't expect nothing less from him, to be honest. He's an amazing artist and great things, So that's good. I've never been to Dubai though. I keep supposed to go and I don't end up going, so I need to go off the list.
Yeah,
Tick it off.
same.
Let's have a Kloppzone. What is it like a business retreat? Let's do one of those. Dubai. Tick it off on the taxis.
All on you, yeah.
Happy days. Who said what? Who did
Who
that?
do I
What?
claim the
Who said?
expenses to?
So, everyone, welcome into Culture Club. You know what this show's all about. It's all about the culture of Liverpool. What makes Liverpool FC Liverpool? The town, the history, the heritage, the art, the food, the fashion, the passion, and everything in between. And who better to share that show with than Abigail, the amazing artist, and the cultured, refined young gentleman from the south of the country. Are we both ready to dip straight in today? Are we ready to go?
Let's go, man.
Yeah.
Ready to go. Do you know what, everyone? All loves these, but we've got some new sound effects now. Ready to drop in every show. So, every show we have a section called Commission That. And what we do is we look through our favorite pieces of artwork for the week and we break them down. So, without further ado, let's get into we're moving up in the world with these sound effects, I'm telling you now. So, commission that this week. Some interesting ones. We've gone a bit different than what we normally do, but I think I'm going to start with Abs today. Abs, I'm going to start with you. So, let me just boom, pop this right up here. So, Abs, you've gone with Mr. Ben Wild. I think it's Ben
Yeah.
Wild Studios. The links are in the
Yeah.
description. If you want to, get over on Twitter, our Twitter page right now. We've added them in this show so you can go over, look at all their artwork and just celebrating it. But Abs, you've gone with Ben Wild. Tell us a little bit about it. Why do you love this kind of artwork?
Do you know what? Because he does a lot of like motion capture stuff. Like he creates like sort of like, do you know, like motions of the players. Like he'll recreate like a goal or something, but he'll like draw it all. Like it's
Yeah.
amazing what he's done. Like he's got massive clients. If you go on his account, like he's done work for Man City and stuff. That's why when I was sending these in, I was looking for Liverpool because there's so much Man City on there, and I was like, I can't put that forward. When I seen like Chamberlain, I was like, there we go.
That's
But
what
yeah,
I
I
was
just
like. I was like, Abs has chose a Man City fan this week.
I know.
Disgraceful.
I know, but yeah, he has done a bit of Liverpool stuff, and I just love like the way he does it. Like he has a TikTok account. If you go and find his TikTok, and like the way he does everything, it's like from scratch. Do you know what I mean? Like everything's from
Yeah.
scratch. Like the way he puts his faces on and everything. Like it's amazing. Like I know from like the Liverpool stuff that we're looking at, like the Chamberlain one's not like coloured in or anything, but if you go and look on his like profile, you'll see a bit more. But it is Man City, so you'll probably get like minus points for that.
Ooh. I need, do you know what? I need like a boo effect. I forgot.
You
Because
do.
Abs is so positive, right? I got a cheering one because she always rates people 10 out of 10 because we're going to rate these in a minute. But I need a boo. I kind of need a boo one for Man City. So that's for next week. I'm going to get a boo one in here. Oh,
Definitely.
we keep seeing Sadio Mane in a Liverpool shirt, but we had to dig this one out because it was a nice design. It hurts still. It does still hurt. But what do you think about this artwork? Oh, very going back to fine art, isn't it? You find brushes, you find textures, going back to fine art, but this is something that I do enjoy looking at.
Yeah, man. I like even like let's even start with the chamber because the Sadio I need to build my courage to talk about Sadio right now. But the chamber I like the fact that it's like black and white, but it's also like the hair is dark. I like the effect that gives. Like it gives a real good effect, even though it's very like simple. So that's really good. And the definition in the face and the beard and the ruggedness and going into beard. When you have beard, when you go beard, you not understand. Someone a bit more patchy and someone not as strong as the other. So I like that. But going to the Sadio, I really like it, man. I like the splash of it just gives like me energy and it's just good. I really like the whole dynamic of the art. It's really nice.
Yeah, it is nice. We normally go for like illustration, like your kind of vector looking type work. We've normally got your painted, your fine art stuff on a canvas. It's very rare that we've had this before, Ab. So you found something new. It gives me the kind of impression of, do you know when you use your fine liner pens when
Yeah.
you're doing artwork and like when you're studying, because I know I did art at college. I know you did like your degree, so I can't really talk about the. Do you know what I mean? Absy's
Yeah.
degree level, but you know that
I did
fine art
art
with the
in
fine lines
in
and the
secondary school.
strokes. Did you do art in
Did ya?
secondary school?
Yeah, I was
Well
pretty
done,
good, you know.
Oh,
And then
I
I
want to
lost.
know what grade
Right.
did you get? Did you do it?
Huh?
Did you take it as like as one of your
Yeah, I did.
GCSEs?
Yeah, you
Well,
guys see, you guys
yeah.
didn't know that,
You
did
know,
you?
no,
No.
but you only took it because you thought, do you know what? Which is going to be the easiest where I can just have a little bit of a laugh.
Hell
That's what you
no.
did, all.
Hell no. Art was hard. It's
It
most of my
is.
family took art. And one of my brothers took it to like uni. Art's always been like in the family. Like everyone can really draw. I was probably the worst drawer out of all of us, but I was all right. Like at the tough all right. And then my teacher, she was really good with friends with my family. Like, I went to the same school as my brothers, and they all did art. So I felt like I had to follow that, and I was really good. But then I was a bit bad, so we kind of clashed a lot. But I really liked art. I like the way you can express yourself through like paint
Yeah.
and stuff, and you're very like allowed to be individual. This is why I really love this show and stuff like that. Because your
I
art
need
is
to
kind of
see
like.
this artwork from
I
Ola.
know.
We need to see. We're
I had
still
one thing
waiting
that
for
made
the
the wall.
stick, man.
What?
Yeah.
What? I had one design that actually made the wall.
See, as I'm saying, we need an old drawing right
Me
now. I feel like should go off. We give him 10 minutes. Do you know what we should have in this show? Like 2-minute art. We should do a
Yeah.
art.
Against you guys?
Yeah.
Oh no,
Are you crazy? You're just gonna keep paint on me. I was reading I'm just gonna throw paint on myself and just like pretend I was doing things and be like, oh guys, sorry.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I've just you just caught me in the middle of a
Oh,
big
I got paint on my face.
So, do you know what? I love this. I do love this. Ben Wild, amazing artwork. Like we said, Man City, but we let you off because the work's so good. Like Ab said, on his page, it's the motion stuff that really pops. It's the kind of time lapses that he does through that artwork. It's the motion graphics with the ox popping up behind Chamberlain and Champion, and get over there and really check out the visuals because it's unbelievable. Ollie saying, I want to see Ashley's art. Look, I'll show you art all day long.
Fine,
Go
I
with
want to see him
Kloppzone, you'll see
pad.
it. You want to see
And
pad work? Okay.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I tell you
You
what,
guys do the opposite. You two do the
that
opposite.
would be good. I like this. I like this. Next week, right? Abs has to do a digital design.
Oh
And
God.
bring it to the show, right? I've got to do a fine art design and bring it to the show, and O's just got to do something. O's just got to bring
Stickman's
something
coming.
to the
A
show.
painting.
The fans have been
Stickman's
waiting.
coming. Do you
Oh,
know what?
God.
Yours will sell way faster than ours as well. I just know it. I know you'll go like 10 minutes, bang, Stickman, sell for big money. Oh, famous. He's famous. So
I'm
let's
joking.
move on. Oh, no, we can't move on yet, can we? Because we need to do Absy's
Rating.
favorite thing. We need to rate Ben Wild Studios out of 10. Abs,
Okay.
what are you
I'm
going
gonna say 8 because the Man City aspect of it as well. There wasn't enough Liverpool stuff on there, but like, do you know? I don't know how to express it. Like, I love digital stuff. I do love it, but I like the really vibrant poppy stuff. And if you need to go and like look at his work, and you'll see it's quite like pastel-y colours, a lot of it as well. I know the Manet ones like got like the bright red to it and that, but a lot of it's like pastel-y colours. And
Abs,
I
would you
love
say
it,
would you say the artwork as is now is an 8, but on the page, everything together, the motion graphics and everything like that, that's a 10?
It's a 10. It's a 10. I'm taking points off him because that it's Man City most of the time, really. But I like to give 10s out. So.
Oh, the podcaster. What score are you giving?
Today, Jeff, I am agreeing with Abs. I think it's an 8.
8. I agree. I think 8 is good because you can tell the detail is so good, so you can't give it less than 8 because it's so good. We love colours, though, innit? We love vibrant, we love colours, we love backgrounds. So to get an 8, and it's literally like your sketch, and that's elite. That's top level.
Yeah.
So Ben, unbelievable work. Great work, Ben. Great work, son. So let's move on to the next one. We want to move on to the podcaster. Boom! Look, this is it, man. This is it. Squid Ink. I needed like a squid noise. Squid Ink. Find the tag on our Twitter page right now to go over and check out Squid Ink. The tag isn't Squid Ink, but if you type Squid Ink in, you will get there. Oh, tell us a little bit about this because this is like right up my street.
Yeah, like just again, like do you remember that what World Cup was it? Was it Rio when they did the advert? The colourful one. That's what that Champions 2019 one is for me. It's like that gives me that vibe, those adverts. It just gives I don't know, maybe I keep bringing the same type of art, but to me it's just like, oh, I love this, I love that.
That's what
you got a style. You got a style.
Yeah. I'm gonna challenge myself next week with something, you know, a bit different. But it's just like the fun in it, look at the one on the illustration of Darwin. It's just like I just love the fun. This is what I really liked art for, just the fun. It just gives me loads of fun vibes, and you know it's not like it looks. You think it's an easier piece to do, but you just know there's so much attention to detail, and it's just like, you know, like I'm older generation, so it's like, you know, you got that little like, remember back in the day with Batman, it'd be like boom, this and that. That's what the Darwin reminds me of. You know, like it would have that little like boom, pow,
like
when they would fight.
Boom,
Yeah,
pow,
like
kapow.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. That's what it reminds me of. So I love it, man.
That Nunes one, Latif is saying that Nunes one, that's another level for me. Abs, if you said you want to get into digital a bit more, do you want to get into digital to kind of try and translate fine art into digital, or do you want to try and go into illustration because it's completely different? Is it like explain to everyone how different doing a fine art piece to an illustration? It's like starting all over again in the art world.
It is so difficult. Like my iPad's here, like this morning with my little pen, I've been trying, and it's so difficult. Because I think I need to learn how to like do layers and stuff on things like Procreate. But honestly, like I'm so used to having like a piece of paper with like the photo that I'm going for. Maybe if I'm painting certain trophies, I'll have pictures of them trophies up, and then because I try to create my own designs most of the time. I try not to like just take a photo and paint it. Like I try to be like, oh, like I want this of Klopp, like I want Sutton of Klopp, but I want him to have all the trophies he's won in front of it. And then I'm like, okay, well, if I sort of take like the way he's smiling in this one, but I quite like when he wears a black cap, and then I'll take like the cap off that. Do you know what I mean? I like doing that on the canvas, and I feel like you can do that with the digital stuff. But like it's so hard, and the way he's got it looking cartoony, but you can still tell who it is. That's the thing for me, is if I feel as though if I don't get like people's proportions exact, it doesn't look like them when it's on a canvas. Like it's really hard to translate like a cartoon style onto a canvas because you want people to like know who it is. Like I remember being in like art A level, and one of the tutors saying to me, like, if someone has to say, is that so and so, then it's like not good enough because they should know that's who it is. If they're saying is that, it's sort of like it looks a bit like
yeah,
him, but
you
it's
kick
off.
yourself, yeah.
But with like the illustration side of things, like the way the proportions don't have to be like perfect, or it can be like cartoony and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But if you can still tell who it is, and do you know what I mean? I find that
Yeah.
really difficult to translate. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm so used to like like it sounds stupid. Like I'll sit there like measuring out at the length of Salah's nose and then like how far away his eye is and stuff. But with
It
like
is
the
mad though. That's what you've
illustration,
got to do.
yeah, with the illustration stuff, like some people choose to do like bigger eyes, bigger proportions. You're like the caricature stuff as well. I struggle so much with it. I can't do it. I can't get it to look like people. Do you know what I mean?
It
But
was
yeah.
so difficult because I look back now. For those of you watching, you obviously know that Kloppzone, we use avatars and we've got our individual avatars. I don't know if I've got one. I can pull it up in a minute. I'll get one for you. But we've got our avatars, and it is difficult because you think that you're doing a good job, and then you pull away and look at it, and you're like, oh, like they look cross-eyed, or because you're not taking an actual image and copying it like for like.
Yeah.
It's so difficult, but then you get used to it. It's just practice. What I would say to everyone, Abs, if you want to do art, you can teach yourself, but
Yeah.
you've just got to practice. Just keep going, trial and error, and that's the only way to do it. Like, I'll admit, I am nowhere near. I am still learning to this day. I wish I could learn more, but I don't have the time to. Abs, where do you want to see your kind of art career go to? What's like the pinnacle for you? Where do you want to like finish up?
Well, I'm doing an arts management masters next year, aren't I? So I sort of like the idea of like running things. I like the idea of like being able to like run exhibitions and stuff like that at the same time, but I don't want to like let go of my own practice. So at the same time, I'm
Yeah.
like, a lot of people on the masters are doing it to like learn how to like work in a museum and stuff, but I'm taking the modules that are more like, oh, this will help me as a self-employed person trying to like go forward with it. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I still want to work for myself, but if I ended up getting like a job in something I really loved, like I'd love to do it. But like as it stands right now, like I really enjoy working for myself and doing my own things, but I do want to
Nice, isn't
get
it?
more
It
into the
is nice.
digitally stuff. So yeah, it is nice.
Digitally,
Wow.
digitally. Abs is making new
Digitally.
words up. Oh, we'll rate this in a minute. We've got Ollie saying Nunes 9 out of 10. It'd be a 10 if Nunes didn't get the red on Monday. We are going to be touching on that after the commission, that section. We're going to be talking about the Darwin Nunes red card, so stay tuned. We're also going to be shouting at a barbers and looking at some maybe horrific, maybe good barnets and haircuts, but you'll see. So you need to stay tuned to catch that. It's coming up later in the show. But we talk about Abs's art journey. I want to know your art journey. Where do you want to be in, say, a few years' time on your art journey? But for everyone that's listening, loves art, loves to purchase art though as well. Always a big kind of, you like artwork, don't you? And you like different things. And he's always asking me to like, oh, can you do this? Can you do that? And he's still mad
And
because
I
I've not
still ain't received any of it, by the way, guys.
So, you love art, don't you? You're not just on this show for shits and giggles.
Yeah, I do. I think like even before like Abs came to the team and stuff like that, like I was definitely like a big fan of her artwork. I just like it's crazy. It's gonna sound crazy because some people say like her music makes them feel good, etc. I really like art. I'm eventually gonna start building when I change home. I'll build like a wall of just art and stuff like that. So this is why I haven't really bought any pieces since it's just all ideas and stuff. But I really want like a wall of just art and some of it with Liverpool and stuff like that. So all my favorite artists like yourselves and whatnot.
Who's the first one that's being hung up on your wall, or is it one of Abs's pieces or one of my pieces?
One of my pieces.
Nice swerve there. That was a nice.
I'm gonna put you guys before me. No, I just love. I love what the way art like it just make art for me. The colors and everything makes me feel good. I like to look at art. I have a lot of screen like shots of like different artists and stuff like that, and I'm always like a big supporter. So I'm always trying to follow and repost and stuff people's artwork. I really do like art. Like I said, it runs down in my family that everyone did art. So I hope that one day, like, I actually learn how to actually like get back into the swing of things and do like, just be okay.
Well, it's funny you say that, all because I've lost. I'm going to admit I've lost a bit of the excitement I used to get from designing. You know, when I used to do the Wild and Creative days, and I used to love doing the art and doing different things, and we used to collaborate. You used to be the brain. I used to put it onto the canvas.
You're giving me way too much credit, but I take it.
I'm telling you now, All's creativity is up there. It's up there. He challenged me a lot. But what it is now that because I'm running Kloppzone, because we're doing shows, because we're podcasting, you kind of lose the time to just sit down and do a design for yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like to learn something new. So what I've decided we're going to do, people, on Kloppzone, both on Insta Live, on YouTube as well, we're going to do 30-minute design challenges. So it might be a wallpaper for the week. I'm going to come on, design a wallpaper, show you how to manage your own Photoshop. So anyone looking to learn how to get into designing and different things, come over. We're going to go live. I might do it every Wednesday. I don't know. We're going to do it at some point in the week, but 30 minutes just to learn and kind of get that, that feel back, interaction and feel and exploring. I want to do that. So I know we used to do those, so I want to bring that back to Kloppzone because I feel like there's a lot of people that would love to kind of learn about designing and things like that. So for the people, like we said, we are fans, but we're here for the fans as well. Now, I want to touch on this a little bit, the Squid Ink one, because a lot of people are saying the Darwin one is like elite. I agree, it's top class. But this one's not getting the credit it deserves, this one here. I love stuff like this. And speaking in terms of Photoshop, when you're on Photoshop, there's a thing called gradient map. And what it does, you can kind of split designs into like a tritone, which is like 3 colors. I love when people don't just go for black as a shadow and white as a highlight. I love it when it's kind of, you can see the theme of the red and the orange and the yellow. It's straight through, but you can still see the depth. I love this when it's kind of one color, but different levels of the color, rather than just going black and white. That would be nice in black and white, but I love this tritone effect. So I've got to give Squid Ink a big shout out for that. But it is time to rate the piece. Oh, this is your piece, so you can go first.
I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9 because again, I feel like again that piece there just gives me that. I love colorful, playful. I'm a big kid at heart. I love these types of things, and so far this is one of the things that made me feel like I just loved it. Just love the colors, love the cartoony. I just love it, man.
Before we go to Ash, why do you always get this all? Like, you always get this kind of design credit. Still want to see Ash's pieces. If it's bad, all has to teach him how to do it well.
They don't know about Ash Bargain, you know. They don't know.
Everyone know. Like, we went, and I don't know if I've told this story yet on Culture Club, but we went doing media day with Liverpool FC women's team, right? And then, kept trying to play off the designs as his own, and people believed him. So I put you on the spot, didn't I? I'll tell them what I did to you. I did you dirty that day, didn't I? I did you dirty that day.
Yeah, Ash did me dirty. He basically, what he did was, in the most horrible nature he could have, he basically, there were some kids that were like, Ash, we love your work. How do you design it? So Ash is doing it. I said, no, it's me that does it. You know, I help. I'm the creative brain, right? I said, I did it. So Ash is like, yo, you did it, yeah? Turn all these photos into Thiago, change one of these photos into Thiago Van Dijk. So I was like, okay, I'm sweating, everything's sweating. I was like, okay, Omar, this must be simple. This can't be that hard. So I tried to change it on Photoshop. I don't know what I was on. Illustration, but I don't know.
It was Photoshop, yeah.
Yeah, and then I tried to just grab Van Dijk and bring him over and drag him in. It just weren't working.
You see, it's harder than it looks, people. It's harder than it looks. But that was hilarious. Like, I put you on the spot. So, this is my formal apology now in front of the fans, in front of the followers. This is a formal apology from me to you. I hope there's no bad blood. Abs, what do you think about this? We need an O versus Ash painting comp next week with Abs as the judge. I feel like Abs wants to get involved. I feel like she wants to get involved.
I don't mind being a judge. Give me a day off. Let me have a day off.
Day off from the artwork. I'll be the judge. We should do we should do Pictionary or something. Pictionary. Like that's 1 week show we're doing.
Such a good idea.
LFC Culture Club Pictionary coming soon.
And it has to be like the players or something.
Yeah,
it has to be
it's got to be Liverpool
related.
themed. So it could be like live a building, or it could be say like something. But we're going Pictionary, LFC themed. Do you know what? Christmas time, we'll even release the board game. Kloppzone style Pictionary. I love it. So let's move on anyway, because we got 3 to touch on. This is the last one of the week, and this is my... Oh, no, I've not rated it. I've not given it a score, have I? This is a 9.5. It's close to 10 for me. I love illustrations. I'm just an illustration person. I feel like fine art has to be top class, because so many people kind of do it, whereas illustration, you can do it different. There's so much difference and different styles, whereas fine art, it's very much, it's got to look like the thing that you're trying to do. Do you know what I mean? So Abs gets 10s from me every day, but fine art, you've got to come with the Abs level designs, otherwise you ain't getting no 10s. So 9.5 for me. That is Squing. Make sure you go over now on Twitter, on Instagram, give them a follow, because the artwork is amazing. So let's move on to the last one. This is my one, bringing the heat every single week. This is just another level. I've been following Andy for a long time, like back when I started designing. He's changed up his style so much. And now it's kind of that what we spoke about with Harry G. Ward the other week, Abs. It's that mix of your fine art with digital art. Like, where is it sitting? Like, is it fine art? Is it digital art? The lighting, everything about these pieces, the brush strokes. Like, if you zoomed in on this and go over on his page and zoom in, especially on Twitter, because you can kind of pinch it and zoom in. That Darwin Núñez one, I don't know if it's digital or fine art, because the texture on his skin is so fine detail. The brush strokes, it's beautiful. It's just, you know, when you eat that chicken straight off the barbecue and you're like, oh, wait! That's kind of the vibes I'm getting with this one. Oh, these are elite. Come on, these are elite. I bring the heat every week. I feel like I choose the winner every week. I feel like I just do.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You see that Champions League one right there? Hey, that hit me right here. I can't lie to you. That gives me Game of Thrones, everything, just standing there elite and just that. I don't know, man. I can't lie. Yeah. That's cold, man. That is cold. Abs, you getting bigged up here by Azan, saying you would win every time if you participated. That's a big compliment, isn't it? Like, comparing you against these designs as well, you must feel like a bit proud when people say things like that. But this artwork, Abs, is just...
It's unreal, isn't it?
Stunning, isn't it?
Stuff like this, like... I said it last week, but I don't understand why the club aren't like capitalising on it and having it on like covers of the magazines and the programmes. Like, if I walked into the club shop and I seen something like that, you're like, oh my god, like they're really trying to, like, you know, with the creativity and stuff like that, rather than just having like a picture of someone. Like that Núñez one is unreal. Like, it's amazing. Like, even the yellow shadow, like the lighting on him, it's just amazing. Like, it's giving me like, do you know when like Disney buy like Star Wars covers off people? Like, Disney do that for people on Twitter in like a nice way. Like, they'll take like someone's Star Wars artwork or Spider-Man artwork and they will like make it official and stuff like that. Like, this is given like that quality. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's given like, it's unbelievable. Like, it's given like if they could do like a Star Wars piece, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was like on the cover of one of like the magazines or something for it. Like, it's amazing.
It's so good. And like I said, it doesn't do it justice being on the screen here in the little kind of Polaroid snapshots. Make sure you go over and follow these people, because artwork is just... it's available and readily there to see for everybody. That's what's so good about social media now. Get over and just view it. It's free. Like, you don't have to do anything. Like, normally you'd go in a studio and you've got to pay a commission, or you've got to pay so much to enter, or a donation. The donation for me, for looking at artwork of people on social media, or is a like. Give it a like, give it a share, like, follow them. It's free, isn't
it's
it?
so
Like,
simple as well, man. Like,
simple.
click.
Yeah. That's how you
Click
get
and
your
done.
work out there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, by liking or retweeting someone's stuff, like, that could get it. Like, the next person who sees it might be someone who, like, wants to buy it off them or commission something else off them. Do you know what I mean? Like, social media is so powerful now.
Completely agree. Ollie is saying, where's the LWFC photos? Do you know what? It's hard sometimes because we're so competitive, Ollie, right? I know that we all go away. I don't know about Abs. I feel like Abs is like this. Do you know when you've got that teacher at school who does art and they're like, I want a real art piece today. I want to bring a real masterpiece to the class. It doesn't have to appeal to the masses, but it has to have those techniques that you learn throughout the years. I feel like that's where Abs goes. But I feel like me and O are like, I just want to beat it. I just want to get a better piece than O brought this week. I'm looking. So it's difficult, isn't it, though, O, to find like the women's stuff, because it's not as popular, and that is a fact. It's still not as popular as the men's game. It's difficult unless people are working for the likes of Pepsi or the Barclays WSL. It's difficult to find artwork, isn't it, for the women's game?
Yeah, because even like if you check like Zem, for example, yeah, who does a lot of women's stuff as well, but she's like, it seems like she's being commissioned and she's doing she does it anyway, but it's like she does a lot of work for that anyway. So it's like it just shows you like attention wise, like and whatnot. It's not really, it's bad, but you have to call a spade a spade. It's like one of those things where the focus is like getting the piece done. If you want someone, you might, the most likely thing to do probably highlight Darwin's red card right now. That's the in thing to do, probably, and like do like a design around that, or you know what I mean, and stuff around that. That's just what sells, isn't it? And you kind of got to go with what the market wants, in it, or what the market requires. And this is a commission now. But we do design, or you do designs.
He's doing it again, Abs. He's doing it again.
No, Joe is every time I say, "Oh, you." He's like, "No, we're all Kloppzone." Well, I do this, but yeah. So I now say me, and now I say me. He's doing it again.
Leave him alone. He can.
Leave him alone. No, listen, everyone. It is honest. We are a we in the building. Like, everybody contributes. You think that it might just be one person doing the artwork, but all will come and he'll give me ideas. All the team members will. For example, if you see stats, Jack might be bringing the stats across, and then we do that. Or Abs might bring a discussion to the group, and that makes me think, oh, that would be a good kind of post. So everybody contributes at Kloppzone. It really is a family, and by that we argue as well. I'm not going to lie, we argue as well, but we're not getting to that on today's show.
I end up in all the arguments, though. That's
She
the
does.
thing. I always end up in the middle of, and then at the end, I'm like, oh well, we're all
you know what? You're
friends
steering
anyway,
the pot
and
a
then
lot as well,
everyone's like sad there.
Yeah.
Hey, I thought Abs was like a. You know what's that teacher from Matilda that was just perfect? You know one that wanted
Miss
to
Honey. Miss Honey.
Yeah. And then she ended up being the principal instead. Like, when it comes to stuff, she just sipping her tea, just.
She's used to mixing all that paint. Because she's used to mixing the palettes, she likes to mix it up in the group. And then O's the one who always ends up spilling the paint all over everywhere. And then I'm the one every time that has to come and clean it all up. Do you know what I mean?
I'm emotional, man. I say this all the time. I act like I'm emotional. I speak my truth. Like art. The world is my canvas.
The world is. I like what Azan's saying, though. We definitely need a Kloppzone painting competition. Listen, Azan, this is the aim that we want from Culture Club.
Why are you trying to tell us against each other? I'm gonna win. Why do you have the least experience?
Is it like a competition of us, or like
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to. What I want, this is the vision. I tried to start this a few years ago. Once war, 100%. And all will know that I tried to start this a few years ago. I tried to do an editors league, right, where it was editors, the design, and we go against each other every week. The public would vote for the winner, and there'd be a points table. That's what I want on Culture Club. I want to create this artist league of artists. But we're starting off with the hashtag, because if we don't get enough people interested, we can't have a league because it won't be consistent enough. So please use the hashtag Culture Club, commission that, and we will show your work on the show. And then if there's enough people, we'll get a league together, and then we can show the league table on the show. We can go head to head. You can choose the themes. Followers could choose the theme every week. So this week, for example, they might want Mo Salah. Anything Mo Salah, go design it. And that's where we want to go. So fingers crossed, Azan. Fingers crossed. And this is straight facts. Kloppzone has to be the best fan page. Oh, yes, it does. Thank you very much. So let's move on anyway, because we like to talk serious as well on this show. It's not just all about artwork and different things. We are going to touch on something a little bit fun later on in the show, which is hairstyles, something that I don't know much about anymore, but I used to dabble. I used to dabble in the odd hairstyle. So stay tuned for that. But before we go into hairstyles, I want to kind of touch on the topic of the show. Now, the topic of the show is in the red or seeing red. So let me get this back up so we can see us a little bit better. So that title for me.
Just say something.
Yes, go on.
Do you see how we did it? You see how Ash put his people up and said, "I feel like I win this anyway." We didn't vote. He just said, "I feel like I was bring the best," and then he moved on.
Yeah, there was no vote for the last person. It was just
I didn't say it.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I just give myself the win for no reason. So we have to. So I'm giving this 12 out of 10. This is a 10 star piece of work for me. Like, I love compositions, but it's composition mixed with fine art, mixed with digital. This is everything in one. So Andy, and I've seen the growth. The growth from Andy has been unbelievable. Please follow him. This is for me a 10. I'm sorry, it's just a 10. Abs?
Yeah, it's a 10. It doesn't get much better, does it? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't get much better than that when it comes to the digital stuff. Like 10, 100%.
I was going to give a 5 just to average the score out just so he wins now on purpose. Oh, what are you giving it?
I'm giving it a 9.5 or 8, only because I'm sure Andy will say, you know how you guys are very modest. You're like, it's not my best work. This I could have done better. This that I could have done better. So I'm sure there's always room for improvement. So I don't think anybody could possibly be a 10. There's always something.
I think Andy's a fine example of that, because I thought his work before was unbelievable, but then he completely changed his style up and went with this kind of style, and he's kind of mastering that now. So I know he's the type of person that would be like, do you know what?
One of the best pieces we've had on the show so far.
One of the best. Has to be one. Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what I want to do? I've said, if the designers we feature, if there's a way that you might have prints, or you might be able to send the masters of these images, I want to kind of create a Culture Club kind of booklet for the end of the season. Do you know what I mean? Everyone that's featured on the show, we can have each person on each page, a little bit of a bio, and we can put it up for sale. People, you can buy it, have a look at the artwork, see what the artists are about. I think that might be a nice way to get a little bit of commission back into the art world for these people.
The artist union that you guys are in, that I'm not in. I don't have a membership card. I don't have a membership card.
Listen, I don't have a membership card. Like, no one wants to give me a membership card to anywhere at the minute. I'm not going to lie. But let's get into the serious part of the show again. Let me go back to this. I can't believe I already started and I've got to go back to it now. So, in the red or seeing red? That's the topic of the show. Liverpool, Abs, I think you'll agree, like my granddad was a Scouser. There's some fiery characters. Can be fiery when you want to be, right?
Yeah.
But there's a fine line, isn't there? There's a fine line between, especially on the football pitch, playing in the red zone, which I feel like anger, fueling your anger, using it to your benefit, than actually seeing red and going a bit overboard. We saw it last week, didn't we, with Darwin Núñez. He was playing feisty, but he went overboard and he saw red instead of playing in the red. Now, a person that I'd say playing in the red, a fine example, would probably be Robbo, Trent, Darwin Núñez. They like the aggression, they like the back and forth, but they keep it on a
You
level.
have to be
Would you
able
say,
to take it, though. Do you know what I mean?
would you say Liverpool as a city on the whole, it's a fiery city, a passionate city, so they like to see players like this?
Yeah, it is. It's fiery, but then at the same time, I don't want to be without Nunes for 3 games. So, do you know what I mean? Like, because everyone's going to pick on him now. That's going to be it from now on. As a city, like, you want to see someone who's that passionate that they'll, like, I don't know, like, the aggression's there, but you just can't go smacking your head against people. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can take it too far. Like, we're feisty, but we won't take it too far. So he did take it too far, and he'll learn from it. He will learn from it.
Let's hope he does. Speaking of feisty, the podcaster, there's a difference, isn't there, between, sorry, bro, there's a difference, isn't there, between operating in the red zone, doing things the right way, being in the red zone, then seeing red and going OTT. Now, Núñez has he lost it, didn't he? It's that prime example of just losing it. Rooney used to play in the red all the time, but he found a way of kind of managing it. Does Núñez need to kind of get this out of his game, or would you say it's a good trait, but you can't bite like that because you're going to be targeted from now on?
Yeah, it's a very good trait to have because you see your players fighting. He's always fighting for the ball. You know, a lot of you want your striker to press from there and be the first line of defense. So he does that really well. He wins the ball back a lot. I think he obviously got rattled, but one thing now, like Ab said, is every centre back now is just gonna keep doing that, and he don't like now he's a target. So if he doesn't channel that energy in the right way, he's going to be looking a lot more yellows and red cards. He may not headbutt you, but he might, put in a more dangerous tackle or, so I just hope he manages it better. But we love to see the aggression. Liverpool won't be like, they don't want a striker that's going to be getting carded all the time and whatnot. It just makes us look bad. So this could even dampen his career. And if he starts games going forward, if he's not managed it properly.
Yeah. Latif in the comments, Abs, he said Suarez has talked to Núñez about the red card and given him advice. Please, Darwin, Suarez is the last person you need to go to
Suarez
for
is advice. Like with two like not sensitive in this country or something.
Yeah, I seen that this morning.
I do not want Núñez coming back next game and biting someone. Because
that's the last person I want him to go taking advice from, like, about playing for us, really, with your attitude. Or, no. Yeah, he did. He said something this morning, didn't he? Saying, like, the league's too soft or something on decisions.
Something silly.
Something like that, anyway. Don't quote me.
I loved it secretly, but,
The league isn't, if we're being honest right now, the league is a bit soft. Football in general is going a little bit too soft, in my opinion. Like, it's inconsistent. I don't think it's soft. I think it's inconsistent, Abs. Where you've got, and I know we're going off the track here from Liverpool, but you've got instances where Núñez straight off red card, but then you can pull Cucurella's hair in the bottom and then not get a red card.
Well, Mike Dean said he made a mistake on that in the VAR room now, hasn't he? Mike Dean's come out and said that he made a mistake about that, but can't they take like some sort of like violent conduct
retrospective
on
action
him now? Do you know what I mean? Like, if Mike Dean's saying he made a mistake, then I don't know.
You should be able to, especially with like aggressive like that.
Yeah,
that's purposely going out to like pull someone's hair. Do you know what I mean? And injure someone. Do you think we're consistent enough in the Premier League? Do you think it's more we're a little bit lenient, we let people go, opposed to players playing in the red zone and seeing red?
See, it's weird because I thought we was too lenient first. And then I saw that new rule. I thought this season was looking better because they were saying all those little fouls and these little things they're just playing on. And I saw that a lot. So I was crediting them for the improvement. But then I see them kind of going back. And I feel like it's not the refs. I feel like sometimes it's they're being told this is the rule book to follow. Then it's VAR's taking over. Then it's actually go back to your old school way of reffing, and then it's like I just feel like they're a bit confused. Like I'm confused, and I know I'm not sitting in these classes and these things and saying this is the new way to ref, but if you're told one way to ref, and then you're told actually rely on now, take away your basic instance or everything we taught you, and go to VAR or something in your ear telling you like basically what to do, then you know go to the screen. Then now it's like don't go to the screen as much, like revert back the other way.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, what is this then? Like, is it like is pulling here seen as that deep? Don't get me wrong, it is a red card, but you know what I mean, you're telling me to not dwell on these little things. Is pulling here a little thing? Is it not? It's in the penalty box. Like it's just a bit messy. So I felt like they were making some strides going forward, but now they're taking a whole 10 yards like back.
I think football as a culture in general now, there's always going to be something for people to complain about anyway. Referees, I think, have the hardest job because you could have the most consistent game of your life. You could get every decision right, and then it could come down to one decision that everybody disagrees with.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, you're a terrible ref. You can't do this. So I do cut a little bit of slack for referees. Did you see Nigel, ex-Leicester City manager?
Pearson.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Pearson. He came out and criticized, like openly just said, I'm thinking of retiring early because the refereeing's so bad. Do you think that's refreshing from a manager, or do you think, bro, just keep it shut?
Me?
Yeah, anyone.
The level of refereeing in the Premier League is so bad, though. Like, I don't blame them for saying that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wish sometimes Klopp would speak out and be like, you're not refereeing us ever again. You're not.
Yeah.
You know, like, say, like, I don't want you to referee us. I want you. But so many of them are retiring now. Have you noticed so many of them are stepping back as well?
I'm not surprised.
So, yeah, hopefully we end up with a few, like, newly trained like refs coming through eventually who might be a bit better, but if they're learning from the ones that we've just had, then it's going to be bloody shocking again.
Managers can't do that no more, and anytime they speak, they get fined. So they're just like, you know, Klopp's just, well, if I say something, you know what I mean? If you say something, you get fined. It's just crazy. Like, you should be able to. It's crazy because you kind of got. How can you not? It's like you can't challenge today. You make it public, so you write a 4-page report on why you didn't like it, but they're not gonna do nothing because the game's done. The game's over. Like, all they're gonna do is apologize and say, "Oh, I made a mistake." There's no point. And then when you think about going to the lower leagues, it's even worse because they don't have the technology or use the technology that we use anymore. And you know what I mean? And then when you think about any referee that makes a mistake, you should just get sent banned for a week or two in the Premier League and get sent to the Championship. So it's like it's not that deep anymore.
I agree. Before we move on to the last part, which is a fun part, our favourite part, called Dripometer. It's a good one today, a very good one. Before we move on to that, I just want to let me set the scene, right? You're Jurgen Klopp. You've just told one of your assistants, right? Go and get Darwin. I want him in my office. And Darwin comes in, right, Abs. He sits down in front of you. You're Jurgen Klopp, okay? What are you saying to Darwin Núñez?
All I heard then was the massive sound effect. What did you say?
Did you not hear me?
No, I just heard the sound effect, and all I heard was that Núñez in Klopp's office, and then a big sound effect.
Núñez is in Klopp's office. He's sat down. You're Jurgen Klopp. He's sat down.
He's in your office, Abs, not Klopp's. Yes.
He's in your office. Okay. How do you deal with that situation that just happened at the weekend? What do you say to him?
First, the ring doorbell goes off.
Yeah.
I've not got a doorbell. Sorry about that.
But my ring doorbell's the one that normally goes off all the time.
That is very true. Amazon.
Yeah. He presses the ring doorbell to come in my office. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like because he's only just joined, like, you need to be a bit lighter on him. Like, he's not used to the league yet, but it's sort of not acceptable at the same time. So I don't know whether you need to, like, kick him into shape now and say to him, like, did you see when he walked off, like, Klopp didn't really look at him or anything. So I don't know if Klopp's going to take, like, a harsher stance on it and be like, I won't accept that, like, do that one more time and you're out, sort of thing. Or if he'll be a bit more lighter on him and be like, people are going to pick on you from now on. Because I feel like you've got to teach him now that, because he's just going to be preyed on now. Do you know when he comes back, he will, you know. And Klopp's just got to teach him that. I don't think I'd take it as like scream at him. I'd sit him down and be like, right, you've done this now, and this is going to happen to you every week, and then like play him a couple of clips and go, right now at this moment you don't headbutt him. When you've said
you
to the
kiss
ref,
him.
look over here, and then you turn to him, and then you butt him once you've got the ref's attention. Do you know what I mean?
What would happen, do you think, if he kissed him in that situation? What would happen? Do you know what I mean, though?
He'd get in trouble, probably.
Yeah, Twitter would go in on him, right? But, like, we've seen people bite people, seen people headbutt. What would the referee actually do, if Nunes turned around and he was frustrated? And you know when you go, like, a bit smug, instead of going overboard and headbutting, which is what he wants, you just smile at him and give him a kiss. Like what would happen?
Because I'll go over to Anderson and say, "Hey, are you okay? Do you feel violated? Are you okay?"
Yeah, that'd be it. You'd have to ask
I'd
him
be
if
like,
he
"Are you okay?"
consented to the kiss. Like, definitely.
Do you think the ref would give a red card?
No.
Maybe. Because it's
do
consent,
you know what?
isn't
Do you know
it?
where I'm coming from, though? Like, if it's the office, like, imagine you're in the office, right? You headbutt someone, you kiss someone without them wanting a kiss. That's it. You're having a disciplinary no matter what. So that's what I'm thinking on a football pitch. If you turn around and kiss someone, everyone might think it's funny, but Anderson might.
I think he'd send them off. Yeah, maybe it'd look very passive aggressive, wouldn't it? It'd be like give him a little kiss on the forehead or something. No, I think he'd probably get sent off because it's like a consent thing as well, isn't it? It violates so many things, basically.
So many things. Especially hygiene as well. They're sweating on that pitch.
During COVID as well.
Don't do that. Nunes, headbutt him again. Don't kiss him, bro. Don't kiss him.
Or just don't do either.
Just don't do anything. Just don't do anything. Yeah. I've not asked you the question, have I? What would you do? You're Jurgen Klopp. Do you think Klopp is actually disciplining him, though? Or do you think Klopp's doing his favourite come here, give me a hug?
He will get a discipline because he would have been in his contract, the red card.
Yeah. There might be fines as well for stuff like that.
He would definitely get a fine for that because it's a red card and it's a straight red. Like, he'll get a fine for that. So that's one half of the battle. The second half of the battle is exactly what Ab said. It was to sit down. He don't speak much English. He needs to understand, and what Klopp would do, we'll play him videos and talk about, and they will talk through like every
photos of the headbutt. Headbutt? No. Headbutt? No. Hug? Yes.
They'll go through every time that Anderson was in him and whatnot, and then probably slow clip the actual build up. You know, when he's throwing his arms and he's like, he's saying trying to say what should you have done then in that moment. And then he'll say, basically, Liverpool, tell them about the values of Liverpool and they don't condone this. Maybe even use Suarez as an example and talk about what he got from then. He loves him. He loves the energy, but he also tell him how much he loves the fight in him, and that's why they signed him. But he needs to challenge it. And probably he'll go on they have a what you call it? Not psychiatrist. What you call it? Like
a counselor.
They have that regularly in it, so they'll have someone speak to him and talk about stuff and all that, and then from then it's forgotten about because you can't hold a play against that. After that, it's forgotten about. Conversation done, training, have fun. He said his apologies. I don't think he said apologies in English though. I think he just said in his language.
Yeah.
I was reading language. Where's the translator?
Yeah. Let me get Uruguayan to English on right now.
But,
do you know what?
It'll be forgotten about. You know,
it will be.
It would have been worse if we lost that.
And it should do. I like that fiery side. We've not seen that in a Liverpool striker. Yes, Diaz is a hound. Diaz is a worker. Diaz is a grafter. Diaz is passionate. He's not feisty, Diaz. I like feisty because it can work in our favour. If we come up against a centre-back who doesn't like that, they can kind of see red. So it
I don't like an arsehole, though.
Yeah,
I don't like an arsehole, like a Richarlison.
Let me I'll clip that, Abs, okay? So I'll clip that, and I'll be putting that up on later. Abs doesn't like an arsehole.
I said he's got that energy. Like, he don't get red cards in that, but he's got that. Remember I was saying to you, I like him. He suits our style of play, but he's got a very much his attitude is what I didn't like. And everyone was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "I can't explain it. There's something." And that's the thing.
We said it, didn't we? Do you know what we actually said? Me and O actually said when we were linked with different players, and it wasn't official that we were going to get Nunes. We said he's perfect for Manchester United in a sense that he's aggressive. He's got a bit of an attitude about him. And we said that before he came, didn't we all? Whereas I feel like Jota had that about him though as well. But Jota's kind of turned it the other way around and Jota uses it to his advantage though. So hopefully we'll see that from Nunes. But just don't headbutt anyone again. But it's like, I don't know why we should have to say this to a professional footballer, but just don't headbutt someone again.
You know what Klopp will say to him as well?
Go on. Oh,
sorry. Klopp will say to him, look at 1, 2, 3 chances that you had in the start of the game. If you score one of them chances, you're like, I don't care if he's pushing me. I've already buried their keeper. I don't care. Yeah. If he scored one of them 3 chances he had, he doesn't have that attitude. It's because he's trying so hard to win the ball and to get a goal that he's aggravated and he's missed some real good opportunities. I think he missed 2 really, he scuffed them. So Klopp's gonna say to him, if you score those, you don't have this argument with this centre back because you're like, I don't care. You probably would have kissed him instead of being like, or just laughed at him. Like,
blowing him a kiss. Blow him a kiss, innit? Like, blow him a kiss. That's like that gets under people's skin. Do you know what though? What I will say is, for you Liverpool fans that think it's okay to give death threats to Anderson and get a grip, man. Like, go and get a life. Stop being pathetic. It's a football game. He's not done anything at all wrong. If anything, Anderson played that game so well. Like, psychologically, physically, that's a perfect game you want from a centre-back. So, get a grip, Liverpool fans. That's all I'll say. Stop doing the death threat thing. It's pathetic.
Yeah,
it's just strange. Let's move on then to our favourite bit. I don't know if it's your favourite bit because I think you like the first one. I think you like Commissioner. Oh, you love it all, don't you? Oh, that's what I meant to say. You love it all, don't you?
We love it all.
We love it all. So let's go to the drip-ometer. Like that noise. You think it sounds a bit like a kettle? Sounds like a kettle, innit, boiling?
No.
Is it drip-ometer? Is that good? Like, it's bubbling over, like, this could get hot.
I feel like we can improve. It's a good foundation, but...
Do better.
All the podcasts are you. I tell you what, sometimes... And we're in the wrong places. Stop trying to be me all. There we go.
Hey, guys, I'm Ash. Oh.
Hey, I'm Ash, guys. So today I want to talk about and give a big shout out to local businesses. That's what we want to do here. We want to shout out local businesses. We want to support local businesses. We also want to touch on different things. Today is hairstyle. So big shout out today to Barber's number 1, Liverpool City Centre. Abs, do you know the place? Does anyone know? Get the trims done.
I don't go there personally, but I know.
Sure you don't want a little fade?
Yeah, exactly. I just want a little 2 all over.
I reckon Abs could pull off the fade. What do you reckon, all?
100%. 100%. And do like one. See how it's right now, that one on one side, and then just a fade, like a buzz cut.
Yeah.
And
that's it. That's it. So Barber's number 1, Liverpool City Centre. They've got stores all over. It's kind of a franchise now, but they are synonymous with doing Liverpool players' banners, just like Diaz, just like Firmino, Robbo, who I've got up in these pictures. We've seen Nunes is going there now. Hendo goes. Ox. Coutinho. Abs, do you know what? I've chopped your head off. Let me do this. I'm chopping your head off. I'll keep it like that. So they're synonymous with doing Liverpool players' hers for years. So what I want to do today, I want to rate banners. I want to go best, worst, and in between. There's 3 on each one. I've got a few slides for you. I want everyone else to get involved as well in the comments. We're going to rate the haircut. So I took a selection of Barber's number 1 haircuts. By the way, link in description for Barber's number 1. Free trim for promoting. If you want Barber's number 1, I'm needing a little bit around the edges here. On top, you don't need to touch it because there's nothing there. So these 3 Abs. For now, this is the easiest one, by the way, I think.
Oh, God.
Diaz, Firmino, Robertson. Which one you feeling the most? If you saw him out in town, having a few sherbets, having a few sherries, you was like, yeah, that boy's got a nice head of hair. Which order would you put
He's
him
got a
in?
good bonnet on him, he does.
It's quite a good bearing, right?
Oh my god, I'm the worst person to ask about lads' haircuts. Like I come from Liverpool where half the lads have got like big, massive, curly, like
That's the standard,
wigs.
innit?
Like
Do you know
that's
what
like
they
the
call
Scouse
that?
look. Like people are getting perms and everything by ours now. Like that's
What
like
do you call
new
that
trend.
in Liverpool? What do you call that look?
It's called the cat wig.
Oh my goodness!
It's called the
man.
cat wig. That's why I was a bit like, it's called the cat wig.
Yeah,
That's what
is.
it's called.
We'll leave it there. We won't go any deeper into that, but
Yeah, I don't know why it's called
Google
that.
it.
I don't know why it's called that at all.
So basically,
but,
it's like the shaved sides. If anything, it's close
like
to what Bobby's got, but it's
a
like
bit
so
like what
curly on
Bobby's
top.
got. A bit like what Bobby's got. Like
Yeah.
all the lads are growing their hair out now, so like this is sort of different to like what I'm seeing around town at the minute. Like it used to be like a massive thing with Scouse lads where they all had like a one all over and everyone had like a proper shaved head, and now it's literally like everyone's getting like curly hair and getting like perms done and that, like
Curly
literally everyone's getting. Literally everyone's getting hair like that. But I'm probably the worst person to ask about lads' hair. But I think I quite like the blonde bits on top of Firmino, so I'll say Firmino's hair.
Firmino wins the game here. Oh, we call it the meet me at McDonald's haircut, by the way. I don't know why, just the meet me at McDonald's haircut.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't ask. Strange. The pod. Order these. Come on. You're a connoisseur in barbershops. Like, do you go to the barbershop to get your trim, to chew the fat, to spit some lyrics, to kind of get it off your chest and stuff?
Yeah, the barbershop's my therapy. Other than podcasting, the barbershop's my therapy. So I'm in there for a while watching football. Yeah, to be fair, back in the day, barbershops where I used to get my trainers, my exclusives. You know, the person come in like barbershop and be like,
the clothing.
I'm like, how much? Just do the DVDs, everything. So pay some dominoes at night. You know what I mean? I'm real traditional.
Nah, I hear what you're saying, but this is your chance to kind of promote your barbers. Give them a shout out on the shop.
See, for me, it has to be Winston's in Woolston.
Winston's in Woolston. What you saying?
But I don't know. I ain't gonna know what that is, but you know.
So
yeah, it's gotta be Bobby, man. I'm gonna give it to Bobby. Am I talking just the best right now, or am I talking all three?
Yeah, go three and order them.
Bobby 1, I gotta go Robo 2nd, and I ain't feeling the high thing of Diaz. I can't lie to you.
That's it. I'm not feeling it. And Diaz's beard's a little bit too neat now as well. Like I ain't feeling that too. It's a bit too like, Lego beards. I don't like Lego beards. Like, it's not my bag. I agree with all. Same order. I'd go with that one. But let's get into this one. So I've kind of ordered them. I've grouped them into categories. Okay. So I want you to go categories. So I want you to go 1, 2, 3 in order for every category. So the first category is the big ones. So the big ones. We're talking Liverpool players. So we've got Abs is like, who's that on the left? I wasn't born then, me. Like, I know you know who it is. So we've got Suey on the left, Graham Souness, Kevin Keegan, or Mo Salah. Abs, order them 1, 2, 3. Who does the big one the best?
Do you know what the thing is that like this is all the fashion again now. Like this is what I'm telling you. Not the style that we were just looking at. Like this is what every Scouse lad's trying to get again. Like it's becoming true. Like that is the Scouse trend again. Like everyone used to take the mick out of us and like, you know, say we always had our heads the same, and this is like the look again. And I love it, mate. I love it. I think
if you guys tell me I go to Liverpool next time and I see a bunch of Souness's, I am
that
not coming back.
I'm not even
young
messing.
kids and Souness's.
Like
I'm telling you
all
honestly,
like the young,
it is.
all like the young 14-year-old lads are all like riding around on the bikes and they're all growing their hair out, you know, like they are. That's
Paddy
like
the baddie as well. They're loving the Paddy the baddie stuff as well, isn't it?
Yeah, he's grown his hair out, hasn't he? He always has had that hair, and like everyone's like buying into it now. So I mean, I like it. I quite like the long hair look, but I'll say I like Souness's.
Sui.
Yeah, go old.
Latif is saying even Cade Gordon has that chain. Nah, Cade's is more of an afro. Like Cade's going afro job. But so Souness 1, who's 2?
Mo.
Mo 2, Kevin
Yeah.
3. Wow,
Yeah.
you've done
That's what I
Keegan
go
dirty
for.
there. Done Keegan dirty. Oh, where you going? 1, 2, 3.
I'm going 3, 2, 1 because I can't lie. I can't keep staring at that scene as well. I'm waiting for it to come on
Do you
my
like
screen.
it?
It's too much.
I think
It's too
2.
much, man. Nah, it looks like that's what my grandma has now.
This
You
is
know
why
what I
you
mean?
shouldn't ask me about men's hair because I literally do not have a clue. Like I just don't have. I don't pay enough attention. I need to
I don't
learn.
want the
I'll do
Jerry
that
curl
next
look.
time all
Wet
the
Jerry curl
players
to
are
come back.
playing.
Next
Virgil's
week,
hair is my favourite.
should we do LFCW edition then? Abs
Yeah.
can vote for the
girls'
women's
hair.
hairstyles.
Yeah.
We'll
That's
do
more
that.
than
We'll
me.
do that. I've not put Taylor Hines on though, because all will just be like Taylor wins, Taylor wins, Taylor wins, Taylor Hines wins.
I don't know what makes you think that.
You've gone 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
I'm going 3, 1, 2. Like Keegan's, that's iconic. That's timeless. It's like it's timeless. You can wear that now,
It's all in.
and it doesn't look old. Yeah, that Keegan for me wins that one. Let's see what people are saying in the comments. Oh, we've got a new listener. Yes, Samuel Odiye. How are you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Let's move on then. So we've just done the big ones. Now let's do the
You know what? You came hard. I can't lie. You came hard.
So this is the bold ones. So we've done big ones. This is the bold ones. So Raul Mareles, Abel Xavier, and Gibrilla Cisse. I'll be honest with you, right? I could have chose about 500 Jibril Cisse ones. Like he is a mad. He took it to another level. But Abs. In fact, we'll start with all. We'll give Abs the day off because she feels under pressure with the lads' haircuts. Let's go order. Oh,
3, 2,
which
1.
order are you going in?
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'm the same. 3, 2, 1.
Wow, you're rating Xavier's like that. Wow.
Bet I take it over the little like. There's only one person.
It looks like
I'm partial to a Mohican.
Yeah,
Right,
but not the Brazilian strip or whatever you call it. Like, nah, I need a.
Oh, do you know what that means?
I said it wrong. I know what it means, but I think I know what it means. What it's for, but I think it's for. But I think I mentioned the wrong one. I don't think it's the Brazilian strip.
Yeah,
but you know
it's
what
not.
I'm saying.
That's not what a Brazilian is.
Wait, what? I can't remember which one's which, but. No, I'm not feeling this little. Nah, no.
Oh,
the disrespect on Raul Morales. Raul Morales has been called some things in his time, but a fanny head is not one that he's been called before.
And you know what's funny? It's definitely the wrong type of strip that I'm talking about, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the wrong one. Oh, so we'll go with
apologize if I offended anybody watching this show.
Apologies to any children watching, please. We apologize. So you've both gone 3, 2, 1. I can't. Look at that. Abel Xavier, that's a madness, that middle one. We can't have that anywhere near. It's got to be. It's 2, 3, 1 for me. I like a big beard as well. Abs, are you a fan of like a big beard? Do you think some people... Would you like Fred Flintstone now, James Milner and Hendo? They've got all Flintstones on us,
It depends who it's on, really. That's it for me. Like, Klopp suits a beard, doesn't he? Like, Klopp without a beard, like, he needs his beard, I think. Yeah. Like, I don't know, because his teeth are so big, he needs, like, the bigger jaw from his beard to, like, match it a bit. Like, I love Klopp, but he does the beard, balances it out a bit. You know what I mean?
Hey, Abs chose violence for real, you know.
Violence.
I love his teeth. No, I love them.
Violating Jurgen.
It makes his face
Let me just hide my teeth and I smile.
I hate him that much that, like, you notice these things, you know, like when you're doing it, it's like the beard makes his face longer.
Good save.
I saved myself.
We'll let you have that one. So we're going on. Jibril Cisse, by the way, was such a ball. Like, not even in terms of his football, like fashion, style. That guy was just another level for me. Another level.
my granddad was sat in the away end with the Chelsea fans once. I'm sure it was Cisse, you know. I'll have to ask my dad. And like they had to play cool and pretend like they were like Chelsea fans. And like Liverpool won, and Cisse went past them. My granddad went Cisse, like that, right in the middle of the Everton fans, and they were all like. I mean, he proper like ratted him and my dad out of being Liverpool fans because they come that close. My granddad couldn't help himself. I'm sure it was him, you know. I'll have to ask my dad because he loves saying that story about my
ask
granddad.
him, like, see,
I'm sure he gave him a thumbs up back as well, even though he was in the Chelsea end.
He was one for me, Cisse. I begged him to be a Liverpool legend. Like, it was so unfortunate because I feel like he would have got there, but the injury, like, nobody comes back from an injury that bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, Elliott's was bad, but Cisse's was just clean snap. You don't come back from that. Like, he lost a bit of his pace, but he could have been a class player, couldn't he?
100%, man. He was a top player, man, on his day as well, man. Just a shame.
Yeah. Right, next one. We've done the big ones, the bold ones. Now it's time for the buns.
Oh, see, this is
Battle.
This is what I like.
Do you like a man bun?
I like a man bun, yeah, I do.
She's like seeing
Andy
this.
Carroll.
Yeah, I like a man. Yeah, oh, Andy Carroll, are you messing? Gorgeous.
Really?
Yeah.
No, she's looking at Van Dijk. She's not looking at anybody else.
So
She's looking at Van Dijk.
She's like,
oh, Virgil. Yeah. It's 1, 2, 3, by the way. Virgil, Nunes, Harvey. Harvey's is just too short on the side. Sorry,
we're on about the haircuts, Abs. We're on about the haircuts here. We're not on about rating the men. We're on about the haircuts. So, haircuts, like, 1, 2, 3.
I stand by it.
Oh,
I agree. 1, 2, 3. And Virgil's got a good set of hair on him. He's got that. You know, he's got that like.
He's got the wave though as well, isn't it?
Yeah. He's got some West Indian in or something because he's got that good hair.
I used to. Like, I've got West Indian in me. I used to have the good hair. I'll try and dig a picture up for next week.
Yeah, get a picture for next week.
So I can join the competition. But I agree. Virgil's hair is just. How can you be so attractive with a goatee and a man bun? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, no.
But he's just everything. Like, it's mad.
There's got to be something bad about Virgil, though, isn't it? And people might hate him after this. There's got to be something. He can't be the perfect person, like, to everybody.
What do you think it is? If you had to
smell your feet or something.
Or like, or green toenails or something. Do you know, like,
there'll be pictures of his feet somewhere on the internet if we look for.
We've got it right. That's our task, right? Homework for this week.
The best pedicure.
For the listeners as well. Followers, find one thing bad about Virgil van Dijk. That's the task for next week. One thing bad. I agree. 1, 2, 3. I'm feeling Nunes' hair like this. I don't want him to go back to the short look. I feel like the man bun is definitely the look for Nunes. It gives me like Torres vibes as well a little bit.
I don't like the hair that can't catch at the back though.
That comes at the bottom. He's not tiny.
I like that. That's the bit I like.
He needs to twist it and then put a pin in it and it'll be fine.
It doesn't add to the element, you know.
Just and do it for him. Do you know who's not pulling off a man bun? Haaland. I just don't think he pulls it off. I just don't think it.
It's a shame, innit, because he's not the greatest aesthetically pleasing man, is he? Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? Do you know what? I just think the man bun just doesn't do him any favors. Like if it's him and Nunes,
the curtains are all right.
Yeah,
the curtains are all right.
Can't play with his hair out though, can he?
No, I can't. Cammy's saying it's impossible. We're never going to find anything about Virgil van Dijk that isn't perfect. It's just the way it is. And let's move on. I think this is the last one. So we've done big, we've done bold, we've done buns, and now it's time for the one and only, the master of trims at Liverpool. It's the Bobby. Which Bobby do we like more? There's so many Bobbies.
Yeah, man, I can't lie to you. You chose some.
No, but do you know what I did? Right. No. Listen. Do you know what I did? I could have pulled up all Bobby's best haircuts, but I wanted to go phases. I wanted to go phases. So we had like the Bobby when he came from Hoffenheim, which is the right hand side for me. Then we had like the Bobby like getting into that kind of striker Liverpool pressing role that he started, and then I feel like middle one, that's elite Bobby. That's Bobby at level Bobby for me, you know. Which
This
one?
one's a bit of a Karen, isn't it? Like
It's a
like
very
the
bad
first
Karen,
one's a
this
bit
one.
Karen, isn't it?
This is like, do you know when I was growing up, everyone went through that phase of wearing black eyeliner and like black nail polish.
Yeah.
This is very emo. This to me, this
Yeah.
isn't an emo look for me. What are you going for, Abs? Which order are you going for these?
3, 1, 2. I'll say.
3.
Yeah, that Karen's last. Yeah.
What you
You
say?
Wait,
like
so you're
the
saying
Karen
number
cut?
3 is the best look?
No, I mean like
in order
no,
from left
in
to right,
order.
3, 1, 2.
Like 1, 2, 3. What's the best? That's the worst. Then that's the best. Then that's like in the middle.
Oh, you've been
You
going
get-
opposite order. Like worst to good.
What have you been going the
Do you
other way
know what
all
I'm
day?
saying? Are
Wait,
you going the other
So
way?
we're going from left to right. So the left one, the vampire one, is a 3. Then the middle one
oh
is 1.
my
You
god,
get
I've been doing this all wrong.
So
But I
you've
agree
been
with
going
you.
the other way.
What were
I've
you
been
saying
doing
was good?
like better who was the best to the worst. So saying like if I said like 2 would be number 1, like the best.
I have not. I do not.
Oh my! You're
You've been doing
just
it so
completely,
different
like,
to the way I
Yeah.
am.
And we actually agreed on one. That's what's crazy.
I know, but I was obviously going a completely different way.
Oh, I was saying like for me, the
You
middle
can't
one's
get
the
the
best,
staff,
yeah.
guys.
So
Can't
I'm
get
like
the staff.
2.
Oh my god, the middle
Right,
one's the best, yeah.
Yeah.
The middle one's
Yeah.
the best. We need to
So that's
confirm
why I
next
said
week.
3, 1,
We need
2.
to confirm this. We need an
Oh,
order.
it makes sense.
From
You
now
did it
on,
wrong.
we're going to
You
go
guys
from
were doing it
left.
wrong. I was doing it.
No. In fact, I actually think always doing it right. To be honest, I think we should have done it always way. Best is which position it is. So like,
But I'm with you now.
middle best
I'm
is
with you. I'm with you.
Right.
So
anyway,
you said 3,
we don't like the Karen. That's what we're trying to
1,
say.
2. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Now I know
3, 1,
the
2.
rules.
I
I'm not a
like
fan of
the
the
Bobby
pony
Man bun a
either.
little bit though. I
Yeah.
like the Bobby I like that a little bit. I feel
I don't like any of them other than the middle one. I think
Do
the
you know
top
why?
one I don't get. It's like he's cut the back of his hair himself because it looks like you get the scissors.
Yeah.
It's like too long.
But do you know why I like it? Moments. And it's the celebration.
Yeah.
That's why
Bobby
the only reason why I give it
celebration.
that. But we're talking about haircuts, not moments.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you said to me before, we weren't going for faces when I was looking at Virgil and Nunes and that.
I've had a nightmare there, innit? Like green screen gone. Boom!
You
Oh
caught it,
god.
I caught it. That we're all right.
As long as it
Definitely
doesn't
still
fall
falling.
on
And on that note, people,
you.
do you know what though? Let me just X this up. Wow, look at a bit of green screen still left. It's all right.
A little
The
bit.
show goes on. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
show
This is
how
live
professional
television.
you are. I want a green
It's
screen.
It's
I
live.
know, I want one.
Do you know what? Kloppzone is going to sort green screens out for everyone. How about that? It's been a great show again. I can't lie. I absolutely love Culture Club, going in on artwork, touching on real subjects, and then dripometer. What better way to finish? Abs, next week, what should we see, Abs, next week? Do we need some artwork? We just need it, don't we?
We do. And I'm going to observe an art competition between both of us. And we need to do like, what did we say, Pictionary one week as well, something like that. Was it Pictionary?
Definitely
Yeah.
Pictionary 1 week. Oh, so your theme for this week, and you've got to do it now. You've got to bring some artwork for next week. I want your theme to be, you want Stickmen. You've been saying all this time, your Stickmen
No. That's a limited edition NFT type thing. You guys ain't ready for all that type of. I will draw what you want me to draw. Don't give me a blight. I got this. It's my pen. It's my pencil. You guys want pencil, pen? Do you want? What do you want? You want paint? I don't never have no paint.
No, don't do paint. Don't do paint. Don't do paint. Pencil. We want.
I don't think I own a pencil, but I'll go buy one.
Do we put him through like some pain and make him do like Oxlade Chamberlain or something? Or
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Someone who's like just irrelevant.
That's a bit hard. Be careful.
Wait!
That one. Yeah, do Chamberlain.
Oh,
Would you guys
Oxford
like to pick the
Chamberlain.
photo? Would you want me to pick the photo? 'Cause
No, you
that's
just
light
do
go
work for
whatever
me.
you want.
You just
That's
You
go
light
go
work.
for it.
And I want to see like Anfield in the background.
Now you're asking for a lot. You're asking for a lot.
I want him standing in Stanley Park, and I want to see the stadium in the
The
background.
trees and the stadium in the background.
Yeah.
You can do it all.
You've got this.
Alright, you guys get me the photo because for me,
There
yeah,
is no
the reason why I say that is because see how you guys can just like 2 photos and I'm not there yet. I'm very much. I'll draw a great
Okay.
photo of Chamber.
You
I
know
can
what
put
he's
Perry
gonna
in
do,
here
Just
as
do
well.
don't you, Abs?
Chamberlain then.
Abs, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna
Stick
trace
man.
it. He's gonna
Oh,
trace it.
see?
You know
See?
what?
And
How
he'd
do you
fool
trace? I
us
don't
I'm
as
think
gonna-
tracing
well.
paper.
He'd fool us as
I'm
well.
gonna judge. I'm gonna judge because I know when people have traced. So I am no tracing, Mr. Bucket. No getting your iPad, then putting a piece of paper over the top.
You won't get
'cause
away
that's
with it.
Oh,
That's
do you know what's
the thing.
crazy? I didn't even think about that. You know, that's a
Be
good
a stick
idea.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the trick.
yeah. No,
But do you know what? On that note, next week, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Oh, he's going to be coming.
Why do you keep doing that? We can't hear you.
I
when you
know,
play that.
when the sound effect goes, we
Yeah,
don't
that's
know
cool.
yet.
Oh,
You're
he's going to
gonna
be
have to
coming
work on it.
with exclusive artwork. Then I play it. That better?
Yeah.
Right, okay, I'll take it like that.
We'll
But
learn.
this has been Culture Club. We love this show. We love our hosts with the most, because we're all hosts. I'm not the host. We all host this show. Like O said, this is a we collaboration. So until next time, you two, it's been a pleasure. Anyone that's featured in the show, plus all the podcaster, Abigail Rudkin, you can find all the links in the description. But until next time, you'll never walk alone. Peace, people!
Bye.